I've created a software that translated English to traditional Chinese. It's pretty accurate. Let me show you. Video. If you're just doing like 3 to 8 minute YouTube video or IG whatever, is perfectly fine. It's perfectly doable. Okay, the open. But here you see sometimes the Chinese sentence structure and the English structure might be different. For example, like this one, the open source software that we are going to use， 即係我哋會用嗰個 open source 嘅 software 叫做 Kdenlive. Okay, in English we'll start with the subject that is the open source software, and then we describe the subject that we're going to use. This is describing the open source software, right? And the open source software is equal to another name. It's called Kdenlive. The whole sentence is the open source software is called Kdenlive, right? The middle clause that we are going to use, practically it can be omitted without affecting the overall meaning. But in Chinese, I can't say the open source software that we are going to use is called Kdenlive. We can't say it this way. We have to say the one that we are going to use, the open source software, is called Kdenlive, right? In other words, for the three elements ABC, in English, the pattern is ABC. But in Chinese, it has to be BAC. In Cantonese, I think I'll add more particles. For example, 嗰個 meaning that open source software. Then I'll turn open source software, which is a noun originally. I'll add 嗰個, which means that those conjunctions to turn it into an adjective, and then conjugate it as an English adjective clause, which is this one that we are going to use. Here we add 即係, meaning that is 我哋, meaning we use 嗰個, meaning that software. Alright? Add another connective word, 就, meaning that it is called Kdenlive. The whole sentence is that open source software, which is the one we use. We need to add a ne here, probably, and some particles here to conjugate to different parts of speech. Turn the noun into an adjective and subordinate clause to an adjective as well. It's an adjective before, right? Because it's describing the open source software. So what's the object the two adjectives are describing? It is called Kdenlive. I think it is a good example. That's it for today.